can't hold it. I say not here to say for me. Calling for a reason. I can't hold it. I say not here to say for me.
Hey, Free.
Let's get our gamble freak on! What if I follow you down?
Freeland Middle School, and these are your morning announcements.
I'm Caden.
Today is Tuesday, March 19th, and it's Cycle Day 4.
Today's lunch features beef hard-shell tacos, shredded lettuce, diced tomatoes, and salsa.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. WAM Club will meet tomorrow after school. Hope to see you there.
Our March Spirit Week continues tomorrow with Crocs and Socks Day. Make sure to rock those Crocs.
We now go to Miss Cartwriter and Miss Zepp for Tuesday trivia.
Good morning. Good morning, Ms. Zepp.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm feeling great.
Me too. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
Did the Spirit Day was dressed like a famous duo,
Yeah.
or did you participate in that?
Not this time.
Okay.
I think this week has been a little crazy already, so I went with the Wildcat gear, and what better duo than a crazy teacher and her school spirit?
That is very clever. I love that. I couldn't come up with any creative idea for that day, so I just wore a nice flowery shirt because today, do you know what day it is?
Is it the first day of spring?
It is the first day of spring.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I thought, I'll just wear like a nice springy, flowery shirt. Speaking of springs, but before we get to spring trivia, I wanted to talk a little bit more. I don't know if you got to see the announcements last week, but we talked about dress code a little bit, about respecting your body and wearing things that would be appropriate for school, kind of like when you have a job someday, right? You have to dress for your job, and how you dress at school or work might be a little different than you dress at home, and that's okay. But I wanted to talk about just maybe some more specific examples. We weren't really specific last week.
Absolutely.
So can you think of a specific example of dress code that maybe spring is here, today it's not warm, but hopefully.
Last week was very warm though.
Yeah, and next week I hear might be a little bit warmer. So can you think of a specific example of a dress code thing we should keep in mind at school?
What first comes to mind with spring and it getting warmer is wearing shorts.
Okay.
So having maybe shorts that are appropriate length.
Yeah, like not so short, like literally, listen, I don't want to be rude here, but I saw last year there some like even butt cheeks hanging out a little bit.
Ugh.
I know, I don't want to be too crude, but you got to make sure your shorts or your skirts are long enough that at least your behind has to be covered.
Absolutely.
For
no
sure.
one wants to see that.
Yeah, no one wants to see that. Tank tops, that's another thing I could think of.
Absolutely.
We do allow students to wear tank tops here, but some things to keep in mind, not the ones that have like the big wide armholes where some of them you can see straight through.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So whether male or female, doesn't matter. We don't wear the tank tops that have the big armholes you can see straight through.
Or the crop tops.
Crop tops, right? We're still not wearing crop tops. We don't really have a rule, like so many inches wide on the straps of your tank top, but not the spaghetti straps. Have to make sure it's covering any undergarments, things like that. Not too low cut, right? Conservative,
Yes.
A little more conservative on your dress. Again, our rules here aren't crazy. I know some schools, they have really strict dress code rules. Here, not so much.
We don't even have like a school uniform. We could be in polos every day.
That is true. There are some schools that have school uniforms. Okay, so we'll keep thinking, and sharing some of those ideas with you. Those are the shorts and the tank tops. Those were the first ones that came to mind. Are we ready to talk about spring?
I love
Trivia.
spring.
So guess what? Do you know what this is?
It kind of looks like a spring.
It is like a spring. Get it? Like this kind of spring. So my trivia is actually about this kind of spring. I had to bring an example because I thought it might confuse people. So not spring like the season, but spring like the, I don't even know, thingamajig. Spring.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's your trivia question. You're going to email, teachers are going to email me, Miss Coltrider, and what number emailer should we take?
I don't know. TV
10.
story. Oh, I see 10.
I see Mr. Volz saying 10, and you know what? He is
very
large and in charge, so
enthusiastic.
we're going to do
Absolutely.
number 10. Okay, so number 10, email me. It's multiple choice, and I'm going to hold up the choices here. Hopefully I made it large enough that everyone can read it. So the question is, in a spring, a thingamajig spring, not a season spring, what type of energy does a spring use? And then there's going to be a bonus question. Miss Zepp here has a pint of ice cream. There's going to be a bonus follow-up question. But for now, here are your choices. Emailer number 10, the choices are type of energy in a spring: chemical, electrical, electromagnetic, mechanical, nuclear, sound, and thermal. And for our ELA teachers, I tried to put them in alphabetical order.
Where are all my science folks at?
You know, I had to bring a little ELA in there, put them in alphabetical order. I'm being told hold this higher. Now you can't see my face, and I'm okay with that. You can still see Miss Zepp. That's what matters. She's a science teacher. That's why I wanted a science teacher on here with us today. I'm going to put this down, assume that they see the choices by now. So Miss Zepp, I previewed this question with her ahead of time, and she knew right away. And I said, do you think non-science teachers could get this? And she thought you could.
Hopefully. This is something you learn pretty easy or pretty early in school.
Okay, so let's see here. Let's count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it is a science teacher, so let's call there.
Hello,
Hi, who's this?
this is Mrs. Moose from Team Legacy.
Mrs. Moose from Team Legacy, and she is the science teacher on Team Legacy. What type of energy does a spring use?
Could you hear them?
Mechanical. They are saying mechanical, and that is correct. Don't hang up. But great job. Spirit points for Team Legacy with that answer of mechanical energy. Now, here is the bonus question. Ms. Zepp, do you want to ask the bonus question? Do you remember what it is?
I'm so going to mess it up.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie.
All right. So wait, I don't know if I have enough hands here, but when you compress
Here, I gotcha.
compress a spring, now there is some energy stored in that spring. What is that called? Stored energy.
Potential energy.
That is called potential energy. Thank you so much. You win the pint of ice cream from Perry Dell. And yes, that is empty. People are probably saying it looks empty. It is. You take that to Perry Dell and they fill it up with whatever kind you want.
Your favorite
Congratulations. We'll bring that to you, Mrs. Moose. Great job. Spirit points for Team Legacy. Any final parting words, Miss Zepp?
I hope everyone has a great rest of their Spirit Week, and we should have a wonderful day, and don't forget to follow the Wildcat Way.
Absolutely. Spring has sprung. Follow the Wildcat Way. Have a great day, everyone.